Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we have some expansion cards that can be used from Massive Darkness that you can use in Zombicide, Black Plague, and its other expansions. So we have two decks of cards. So this deck we have right here is used for Zombicide, Black Plague. It's Massive Darkness crossover pack. You can go through that. You can take a look at that. Got character cards and some other kind of cool cards in that. And this one's another deck of cards which we have here, which is a crossover cards from Zombicide, Green Horde, and expansions. Again, you have all those figures from Massive Darkness just laying around. Well, now you can include them in your Zombicide, Black Plague, and Green Horde, and other expansions. That's cool. So let's crack these bad boys open and see what kind of goodness we have inside. So I'm going to start off this video with, again, the Zombicide, Black Plague, Massive Darkness crossover pack. So we're going to start off with this one right here. Open this up. Now for ease, they came sealed, but I did unseal them already to make it just a little easier on my life here. So we have three different decks here. Well, we have a couple different decks, so let's take a look what we have here. Okay. There's some cards here. There's some extra cards there as well. So let's do them one at a time. So let's start off with, it says the Greater Roaming Monsters for Massive Darkness again. Melee +1 wound, ignores all walls to find its route and perform its actions. Down here tells you everything that you need to know using this character. Abomination. I'm a Abominator, an Abominatroll. So you got a troll, a minotaur, and this is a blob. All right, there you go. Each of them gives you all your stats in the bottom. That's cool. So that's for Greater Roaming Monsters. So that's that first card that goes in that pack there. Bring it down a little further so you can see it. So we've got a bunch of these different cards. So we're going to start. This is for Lesser Roaming Monsters, again for Massive Darkness. Now you can use them in your Zombicide Black Plague game. Again, Abominator, Abomination, and Abominatroll. Has all the information on the bottom. Okay. Then we got a bunch of cards that look like this. Black. These say Guard. Number 5, Massive Darkness, it says there again. So we've got Zombie Agent, level 5. Zombie Dead-Eyed Walker, level 5. Zombie Walkers, level 5. Zombie Wolves, level 5. It says Mob. At the end of their activation, they perform an additional attack against a hero in their zone players choose. Okay. Zombie Runners, level 5. It's another mob. So there you go. You got the Greater Roaming, Lesser Roaming. Now you got Guard. That's in black. We have Guard in, it looks like a purple color. 4. 3, we have some more Guard, level 3, I guess. Guard level 2. And Guard level 1. All right, so let's take a look at level 4. There it is. Guard level 4. I have 4 of those. Dead-Eye Walkers level 4. Zombie Walkers level 4. Zombie Wolves level 4. And Zombie Runners level 4. All right. Put that one on top of that one. It's level 4. So I'm assuming it's all the same characters, but just different levels of them. 3. Yep, level 3. Level 3. Level 3. Level 3. At the end of their activation, move one zone towards the same target. For these cards, the different colors will tell you the different levels. So black is 5, this kind of dark purple is 4, medium purple is 3, this light purple is 2. Again, same characters. So I'm assuming they're different stats. So let's see here. Mob. Yep, the rules change for each card. Range +1 if they haven't moved this activation. At the end of their activation, they move 1 zone towards each side. So each card, each level, they get different. Oh, wait a minute. It's a different guy. Hold on a second. So let's see if I'm... All right, so this one here is range +1. Here's range +2 if they haven't removed this activation. 2 to 1 and 1. 2 to 1 and 1, nothing. It's a 3 and that's a 1. So you see the stats change depending on the card and the level of the character that you're playing here. You got the number 2 right there. And then 1. You only got 2 of these, it looks like. So zombie walkers are they're the only ones at level 1. Okay, so that's your guards. You got 5 levels of guards. Now, if you want to you have some character cards here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 to choose from. Artwork is cool. Go through it, take a look at it real quick. Now, if I'm not mistaken, both of these games are made by Simon and probably Guillotine Games, but there you go. But here's your cards right here. So you got Anne, and you got Baldric, Clovis, Samson. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Nelly, pick up the phone, call Nice Guy, Mr. Nice Guy. Silas. Ariane. Carl. Morgan. Theo. Anaud. Glinda. Julian. Sylvia. And Tucker. He's got shadow mode skill. If he kills at least 2 minions in one attack, kill 1 more in the same zone. Special skill, opportunist. Defense, deal 1 wound to the attacker. Recommended class, warrior priest. That's that deck right there. And then we have this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21. You got 21 of these cards. You have Ajax. So you've got your things. +1 damage, +1 action, +1 die, slippery, free combat action, +1 dice to roll magic, regeneration. So obviously, as you know, in the low level, you haven't killed anything yet, you get the 1, and as your character kills more zombies, obviously everything starts to amp up more and more. You get to choose 1 from this, choose 1 from this. Okay, so this is Ajax, Azrael, Yorn, Elias, Lil Ned, Malleus, Mila, Mora, Miriam, Stara, Owen, Sarah, Sybil, Zacharias, Siegfried, Silence, Sylvan, Valerie, Victoria, Whisper. There you go. My daughter's name's Zoe right there. All right. And that's everything that's included in this pack of cards, again, which used for Zombicide, Black Plague, Massive Darkness crossover pack. That's what this is. All right. So that's one deck of cards that we've discussed here. I'm just going to move them up here so we don't get them confused with the other deck. And here's our second deck. And this one here is crossover cards from Zombicide, Green Horde, and expansions. So this is for the other expansions. That one's for Black Plague, and this is for Green Horde. Okay, got a whole bunch of different cards here, so we're gonna make sure we don't get these all confused. So we got some treasure cards, level 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and starting equipment. So let's look at the starting equipment first. Magog, level 1, is a familiar. Movement points 4, health 1, carrier. Slippery handler in the same zone gets +1 defense. Cool. Treasure 5. Lucifer. Treasure level 4. Seth, familiar. Treasure number 3. Gog, familiar. Level 2. Vatan. Of course, higher the level, the stronger they are. Treasure is Venatus, familiar. Okay, so you got those cards. Again, we're going to go with the guards. Say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got guards again. Different types. So let's take a look here. Going to separate them out real quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we get them all together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's 3, there's 5, there's 4, there's 3, there's 2, there's 1, there's 5, there's 4, there's 3, there's 2, there's 1. And we have some rule cards. So let's take a look at this first. It says crossover card for Zombicide, Green Horde and Expansions, Massive Darkness. Again, by Simon and Guillotine Games, as I said before. Rules for familiars. Each familiar card should be shuffled into its corresponding treasure deck. One hero may begin the game with the starting familiar instead of their starting leather armor. When a hero gets a familiar equipment card, the corresponding familiar miniature is set in the same zone. If the card is discarded for any reason, remove the familiar miniature as well. It fled the scene and is lost. The hero holding the familiar card is considered its handler. Part 2. Rules for familiars. More rules. Part 2. And Part 3. Rules for familiars. Possible commands. Get up. Combat, movement, carrier. All right, so there you go. That's what you need there. That's your, I'm going to put that over here so we don't lose that, so we know which one's which. So we got, again, we have some guards. We've got 5 different types here. We got the tomb walkers, or tainted walkers, swarm of rats, spectral walkers, goblin runners, and orc walkers. That's cool. Level 4, again. You're going to have, again, your tainted walkers, swarm of rats, spectral walkers, goblin runners, and orc walkers. Again, the stats change per different level that they are. The higher the level, the stronger they are. That's your number 4. Again, number 3, again, it's the same thing, tainted, swarm, spectral, orc, necromancer. That's a little different. Necromancer. Agent. At the end of the enemy's phase, spawn a card on the level token of this tile. All right. Goblin runners and orc walker. So that one is a new one for the pack. Okay, cool. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this one. All right, cool. And let's see what we got here. This one we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5, all right? So this one's got the Tainted Walker, Swarm of Rats, Spectral Walker, Goblin Runner, and the Orc Walkers. All right, so this one, level 3, has the extra character in it. Put that down there. Of course, we got 5 here. Again, we got the Walker, Rats, Spectral, Goblin, and Orc Walkers. Let's look at this one real quick. Level 1, so it's the weakest. It's in a mob. When the boss of this mob dies, each hero in the same zone is dealt 1 wound. And 2, nothing, nothing, and 1. And that's the level 1. Again, as we know, the guards, the higher the level they are, the more difficult they will be to defeat. And we have a couple more cards here. Set these here. We have greater roaming monsters again too, lesser. All right, let's put them in order here. Greater, lesser, greater, lesser, greater, lesser, greater, lesser, greater, lesser, greater, lesser, greater, lesser. Oh, and I got one more guard here. Oh, look at this one. Grand Inquisitor Innsmouth, level 4. That's pretty cool right there. No line of sight can be drawn to Innsmouth's zone by heroes outside of it. At the end of the enemy's phase, spawn a guard on the level token of this tile. 2/2, nothing. 2/2 and a 2 times 4. All right, there you go. So that one actually goes in here. The little 4 card there. All right, cool. So let's take a look at these lesser cards. We've got Folan, Gloom, Doom, Gloom and Doom, huh? Lord of Skulls, Tainted Abomination, Necromantic Dragon, and Orc Abomination. Attack +1 wound, defense blank result, get +1 defense. So those are your cards here for lesser roaming monsters, which we'll put here. And now we got some greater roaming monsters. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those cards. Again, Fowlin, again, the greater, the higher number of these will be down here. The Gloom, Doom, Lord of Skulls, Tainted Abomination, Necromantic Dragon, greater roaming monster. Attack. The number of wounds dealt applies to all heroes in the same zone. When it appears, roll 1 to determine the only kind of attack that it can get. Get melee, ranged, blank, equals magic. 1, 3, 0, 1, 3, and 1, 2. Orc Abomination, greater roaming monster, attack +1 wound, defense blank, result gets +1 shield. 2/2, nothing, nothing, and 3/2. That is your cards for greater roaming monsters. So you have lesser and greater. Of course, you have all your guards, and you have a couple extra stats back here as well, instructions as well. Some cards are the same, some cards are different here, it appears. Let's see how many we get here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pull these 2 down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of these. Let's see what these say right off the bat. Let's look at the ones that are a little bit different. We'll start with these. It says Massive Darkness. So in the back it says Karag, Shadow Mode skill, special skills, use Spotter, recommended class and Noble Warrior. This is Thorg, Shadow Mode skill, special skill Strider, recommended class Bone Crusher. So if you look at this with flip swords, it gets a Krag and Thorg are separate heroes with distinct ID cards, but played with the same miniature. Each one gets their own class sheet, health, XP, and equipment. While Krag and Thorg have separate health, both are eliminated as soon as one of them reaches 0 health. They are both fully healed and resurrected by spending just 1 token from the Lifebringer. If one of them gets stunned, both are stunned together. If one of them uses the Get Up action, both get up together. Krag cannot perform movement actions. He is carried around the board by Thorg. Krag's turn can be resolved any time during the player's phase, before or after any hero's turn. And they both say nope, this says here. Krag and Thorg are separate heroes with distinct ID cards, but played with their same miniature. Each one gets their own class sheet, health, XP, and experience. While Krag and Thorg have separate health, both are eliminated as soon as one of them reaches 0 health. They are both fully healed and resurrected by spending just 1 token from the Lifebringer. If one of them gets stunned, both are stunned together. If one gets them up, if one of them uses the Get Up action, both of them get up together. Thorg carries Kirag. When Thorg moves, Kirag goes with him. So that's a little different on the bottom there. All right, there we go. Put that over here. Let's look at the artwork real quick for these. Actually, let's see what characters we get here. Asim, Baron, Johannes, Megan, Rolf, Sally, Caitlin, Solvig, Dorian, or Duran, Cabral, Tola, Carol Black Oak, yeah, Carol Black Oak, Cardinal Birnbauer, Kendra, Spellbones. That's it. So that's everything that's included in today's, well, it's unbagging, but we'll call it unboxing. Again, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy, give us a like. You can always leave a comment below. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content or want to be kept up to date when we release new content. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.